Guys, they said Queen Naomi made a grand entrance to the palace for Tade initiation, but something happened that a lot of people were shocked over Ebony's action. And they said when Queen Naomi enters the palace, a lot of people were super happy, especially those who have longed for her return. And they said the women, as in the wives of the king, they were all present. And the ceremony was graced by high rank chiefs and elders in the land, because it's indeed a very big occasion. Like I said, this initiation is initiating Tade into the descendants of the king's children, as in descendants of Obas, you know. So when this whole initiation was going, they said people were monitoring Kabiesi's eye movement, and on each occasion, his eyes is fixed towards Queen Naomi's direction, And Queen Naomi, on the other hand, was seen smiling all through. Some people are saying that Queen Naomi likes the occasion so much, because we all know that right now they are making efforts to come back together. And this initiation of Tade into the Aremo Egbe Omoba of Ile-Ife traditional court or society or association, you can call it anyone. It simply means that Kabiyesi is preparing Tade for the future, to be the future king. In as much as it is not in their tradition that a son must succeed a father, but it is in their tradition that every first son or every prince from a ruling family should be prepared for the future. Because most times this choosing of a king is based on whom the gods have chosen. Because if you guys know very well, Kabiyesi, as in this present king, Enitan, he is not the first son of Paropo. I'm sure you know that. But if you listen to his father's interview, there was a time they interviewed him in Yoruba what do they call it? Interview. Let me not bite my tongue. The father said that even before the mother became pregnant, that a man visited them one evening like that and asked them to give him something, of which they did. And the man told his wife that you are going to be pregnant, you will give birth to a son, and that son will be a great man that will be known the whole world. What is happening today? What is happening today? And remember that it's not as if his elder brother did not come out for this post. They all came out. As a matter of fact, they said there were about 47 princes who came out for this opportunity. But because he is chosen by the gods now chose him. And from the information we are gathering, this kind of initiations and most of these ceremonies that Kabiyesi has been doing for Tade, because this is not the first one, is committing him to the gods so that the gods will favor him at a time like when they are vying for such post or anything, you know. So, and from the information we are gathering, the drama that played during this whole episode, during this initiation process, they said a lot of people in that palace who understands Ebony's stand, because Ebony is an Ayaba turned Olori, and she did not just turn Olori by luck, or will I say by favor. She manipulated the situation. If all the information we gathered is the truth, she have to offend Queen Naomi to be in Queen Naomi's husband's life. So a lot of people know her, and they were watching. where they said during that period that the initiation was ongoing, Queen Naomi was just smiling. Kabiyesi, on the other hand, was looking at Queen Naomi non-stop. He would just look and remove his face and look at the process. And before you know it again, look at him again. You find out that he's looking at Queen Naomi's direction. The same thing he was doing that day that in Akure. I don't know the day he launched the Ojaja Park. If you guys notice, Kabiyesi's mind was always towards Queen Naomi's direction, even though he was with his son right there. Because some people said maybe had it been that Tade was with Queen Naomi, they might be saying that he is looking at his son. But that day, Queen Naomi was with her sister. So that Kabiyesi was always looking at that direction to tell you that what these two share, juju cannot stop it. Manipulations cannot stop it. Culture and tradition cannot even stop it. So they said that is the same way he was doing. And the fact that Queen Naomi was smiling all through, that brightens Kabiyesi's happiness the more. And Ebony, on the other hand, where she was seated, they said if any flies passes through her face, that fly may kpai, to tell you how the heart, that out of the abundance of the heart, the other part of the body reflects. It is no longer the mouth speaking, but the other part of the body reflects. Her reflection will tell you how she is feeling inside. So at that point, they said people were watching. People were watching her and was imagining what she was feeling inside, but you never know what she's in her mind. So they said towards the end of that program, Dr. Lizzie, who was also present and was smiling all through, went to Queen Naomi to go and greet her, And they said when Dr. Lizzie approached Queen Naomi was still smiling. Their greetings was superb. And my people, they said all of a sudden, Ebony got up from her seat and went straight to go and greet Queen Naomi. They say people were like, see murmuring, They say people started murmuring, oh, what is her mission? What does she want to go and do? What? Yay! And Queen Naomi, who is happy already, does not want anything to spoil her mood. They said when Ebony came to her and greeted her, she responded. She responded like a matured woman that she is. As a matter of fact, you won't even notice that these two are not in good terms, And only recently we have heard what Ebony did to Queen Naomi, even after swearing that she's never going to hurt Queen Naomi again. She's never going to be a part of a gang up against Queen Naomi again. This, that. But they said even her face during that process will tell you that this lady is bitter, especially when it has to do with Queen Naomi. But they said the way Queen Naomi responded to her, she was put to shame. Anyway, she summoned the courage to go and greet her. What do you expect? My people, that is what we are hearing. I say, now wow. Now wow. Thanks for watching. Like I told you, there are alleged information making rounds on social media, okay? Please subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Tell me what you think about it on the comment section. And bye for now.